Hey YouTube, welcome back to the Vault. This is John from Lock TCG today with a locals video over at Koalaty's Games. Last week we had Jim's Mill Shenron again playing against one of our new players. His name's Will. He's not new to the card game, but he's new to the store. He was playing Truman Salsa. On the video today, I do have Jim, who was piloting his Shenron, and today we're going to talk about the game. Jim, welcome to the video.
Thanks for having me, John. I'm just letting you all know that in this game, you'll notice a huge misplay by me. I'm not used to people attacking the Toa Unison, so you notice whenever he swings, I don't mill a card when I use my leader's blocker. Only excuse is I'm just not used to people attacking the Unison.
Well, we're all learning as we play the game, unfortunately, because we're not the best. I know Will. So Will was excited. I know this is from last week's locals. I was able to go out to Indiana, and I actually was on my way back, and we stopped at a card shop, and we were able to get some of the new set 16. So I know for this, when I told Will, because he's been coming for a while, we went ahead and he just asked if anyone had the poutines. I know he was really excited and he wanted to play the poutines in this deck, so that's why he busted out his Schumann Salsa and he wanted to try it out. And so then there he is, already searching out the one poutine. But I mean, when he played it, it seemed like a really good card when he was running it. What did you think about it? Because I know I haven't played against Schumann Salsa since like last year.
I'll be honest, every time you play the card, I'm like, yeah, okay, like, I didn't ask him what it did, I just trust him, and I think the only card I actually read was, like, the Poutine. That card seems really good.
Mm-hmm.
But, my rule is, I don't read any cards. I just accept what my opponents tell me, what they do. They play a card and it says I win the game, I'll be like, all right, I guess you win the game.
See, my thing was that I was doing that too, but then like some kind of times, like at one point I realized something. I'm like, wait a minute, this doesn't sound right. And it was like some player at another card shop, and I asked to read the card, and I read it. I'm like, wait a minute, you don't get to do that, because it was like something where like he got to draw something, and it was like a hard once per turn on it before there was a limit. And I told him like, no way, you can only do it once. And from that on, I just started asking people to read their cards. I know I do it a lot, especially in our recordings.
Like, you're about to see, like, I'm going to swing with my 3-drop haze, and he's going to say, oh, you warped my Toa? And I'm like, no, it's battle cards only. And he's like, she is a battle card. I'm like, oh, I thought she was a Uniscript.
Well, I was gonna say too, I don't even know what that Toa does. Is she specific for Sherman Salsa, or is she just for Dark Empire?
John, we just went over this. I have no idea.
Oh yeah.
I think from watching the video, and what I remember is you play her, she like searches the top X amount for probably a demon realm thing, and that's how he was able to search the Poutine.
The Poutine, yeah. I get you. Because then this is like more Sherman Salsa is like kind of like a mid-range deck, like mid-range aggro kind of, right?
It's supposed to swarm a lot. If I remember, that's what he said. And it's supposed to be more, I think it's supposed to be control, because he warps battle cards from your drop.
Yeah.
And he's able to swarm more depending on, like, X amount of stuff warped or something, I believe.
Okay. So he's an anti-drop area. He warped from your drop or his drop?
My drop.
From your drop. So he's an anti-drop area.
Which
I was gonna say that could be really good. That's why I was hoping in that round I didn't have to play against him, because I was trying the new U7 deck of like, if I had to play against that oh my god, that'd be terrible.
Like, it was a headache, because for me to awaken, like, it's not necessary for me to awaken, but like to awaken early, I need 7 black shadow dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, the extra cards count as shadow dragons, so it just took longer for me to get my stuff, because he kept warping my shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that was annoying. And I just want to say that 3-drop haze, I love that card.
Is
Like
the
in
one that
beginning-
swings, warps, and becomes... He's like a crit, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a crit blocker.
I'm like, that's disgusting.
Like in the beginning, I'm like, I'll play him. Like if no, just have him on board. Like that card. Oh my god.
He
I love it.
applies so much pressure for what he does. He can warp a battle card. He gives crit, and on top of that, he's what, 20k blocker or is he 15k blocker?
I think he's a 15 blocker.
No, I think he is a 20k. Because remember when I tried necking both of them by 15 and he still lived?
Sure. Let's go with that.
I think I tried Yamchaing him, and he still was on the field, so I had to do another 5, and I played the new Frieza, negative 15. But
the game got blocked out of my memory because I hate your deck.
you just drew a bad hand. You even admitted it.
I don't care. Of all the times we play tested that, I hate that deck so much.
I absolutely love the new U7 deck. I've talked about it so much on this channel, and I'm hoping tonight when we go record, because we're recording this audio as of Thursday the 10th, so I'm hoping to play it tonight. I know there's gonna be more people playing set 16 tonight. Excuse me, and I'm just looking to have fun with it. I love the deck absolutely so much. And it was such a fun deck. I was surprised that you kept winning with Sin Shenron last week.
So was I.
Because the only thing with it though is like I hate the fact that you play it because it's such a grindy deck.
Yeah,
and like
when you told me how long this video was gonna be, I'm like, oh. Before you told me the time, I'm like, it's probably gonna be like 25 minutes.
No, yeah, you grinded. Like you grinded the whole thing, and like that's the thing about it is like I feel like if you take Sin to the other store, because another store we play here in the Chicago area is over in Naperville at Chupacabra Games, because I think normally they'll sometimes do best of 3. But otherwise it'll be best of 1, but I feel like you'll get so much hate on it because everyone will be trying to play, and here you are just like, no, we're gonna go into time.
I'm not gonna lie, that happens 2 weeks ago. I was playing OG Green Broly going against Marco, who was playing Vidal, and he just had 1,000 cards in hand, and I think I had like 1 or 2 more life than him. And I even asked you, I'm like, hey, how much time is in the round? 12 minutes. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, right. And it's funny, like time in the round is such a funny. So like Dragon Ball works differently. I know Yu-Gi-Oh, you go time in the round, goes 0, 1, 2, 3. I think that's still the same. But if no one's won at that point, it checks life. And if someone has greater life, then they win. But if it's a tie in life, it checks deck. And I'm like, wait, and I'm like, it checks deck. Like, yeah, it checks deck. So whoever has the most cards in their deck then wins. And I'm like, oh my god. And it was funny because Joe last week, I know you played him round 1. In the round 1 video, you did beat him. And I know and that was the funny thing was that's the only reason you played Black Sin was because Joe was playing Yellow Sin and you wanted to just do it for the meme. But Joe
wanted to play Broly.
Which one, Green Broly?
Does it matter?
Which one? I was gonna say too. I mean, hopefully you play that tonight too.
I have no idea.
But so the funny thing was, Joe went into his game 2. He was playing against Xavier, and he was playing against him, and they were going. Joe was playing the new Mirror Unison Secret Rare. Joe absolutely loves that card. Because it's a 4-drop Awakener with it, and he didn't know what Empower did, so he played it when he had already a Unison on the field. And
just really quick, I'm looking at the video. Did that little controversial moment just pop up?
Which one was it? Was it one like you didn't call like blocker or something?
Yeah, I think it was. So
yeah.
Just to explain my stupidity. For some reason, I've been playing this game for a while, but for some reason, Yugi logic kicked in, where it's like, he swung. I'm like, no counter. And then, for some reason, I'm like, oh, he now has to, he now has a chance to respond, and then I respond.
Yep.
When in reality, it goes, I swing, no counter, but I'm going to activate blocker. For some reason, I'm like, oh yeah, like you tell me if I am going to block or not.
Hmm.
Which, but it was resolved. It was legit Yugi logic for some reason,
Yeah,
which I haven't played Yugi in like a year and a half or something.
yeah, no, I understand. And like any Magic's the same way. You wait for responses before doing something. I feel like in this though, it was resolved. We just went on it. Like, yeah, Jim, you missed it. Just make sure you call it next time.
And you called me some names, but yeah,
No, I don't recall. But
yeah,
but
I do.
but but yeah. Otherwise, you were doing like I think you were doing really well with the deck. But like going back to like how Joe was playing the new secret rare. But then what ended up happening was they wanted the time. And I know it was so funny because I think it was Xavier who actually took the longest in his game. Was I said time, it was Joe's turn, and I think Joe passed it for 2 minutes, and Xavier took like 6 minutes thinking about his turn, and then I told Xavier, I'm like, Xavier, you have 2 minutes left, and then he quickly like ended his turn, and Joe goes to his, and Joe's thinking about it, and like Xavier was like tapping his foot and everything because I counted. I'm like, they have equal life, but I'm like, but Joe has the most deck. Because I looked, I'm like considerably because Xavier just kept milling himself. So I'm like, because that's he even realized it too, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like he milled himself out technically. So then one at a time, I'm like, all right, count decks. Or it was a swing. They were making a swing. I'm like, okay, finish the swing, count decks or whatever. And they looked, and Joe had beat Xavier by like I think 10 cards. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, Jesus. I'm like, Joe, you win. He's like, and Joe looked, and he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, you win. It wasn't a draw. You win.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil that video of me versus Joe, but that boy has to. I understand he's still new to the game and stuff, but he has to learn not to like rush through his turns because.
Well, I do the same thing. I do the exact same thing. I plow through. I'm like, all right, we're gonna attack.
Okay,
We're gonna do
hold on,
this.
bro. Oh, hold on. This man played the Mech Unison,
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
altered it, took my haze, did not awaken. So I'm like, okay, okay, whatever. So, but thankfully, like round two, he realized, like, oh, I need to not do that.
Mm-hmm.
And that haze has been on the board for a few turns now. And it makes me happy.
That's still on the field.
It makes me happy, John.
It's great. It's a great feeling, Jimbo.
It's great. Also, I have the yellow haze in my hand. I think I had that from like turn 2, and I don't know if I think I was waiting for him to play the poutine and swing with it. Because I think poutine's a 4-drop.
The new one?
Yeah.
I think it's a 4-drop. Maybe a 3.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I think it's some high number drop. Let's go with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was waiting for him to swing with it so I can use it. But I don't think he ever did. So I'm like, come on.
He did that, and then what else did he do? I can't believe he searches out. He could search out Demigod too. That Demigod Dark Overrun was so good.
Yeah. He plays that against me. He plays that King Vegeta, then the Mass Saiyan, and I'm like, this is where I die. But
No, yeah.
I
get you.
See, I was supposed to mill there. I didn't because I'm not used to people swinging at the unison. Sue me. It wasn't until this was round 2, round 3, when Xavier. I hate it when he does this, but as soon as the game's over, he like hems and haws.
Yeah,
Like,
I get you. Here,
Yeah,
one sec.
what?
I'll be listening. I just gotta take a quick phone call. Just keep telling people what you think about the game, though. All right.
All right, so
All right, just keep talking about it.
I like Broly a lot. Let's see. I think at this point I'm just trying to fill up my grave with. Yeah, I'm definitely just filling up my grave with Shadow Dragons because I would like to awaken on my terms, not his. But he keeps warping my battle cards. So I think I'm at 3 extra cards. I'll be honest, like every time we record, I like watching other people, the leaders in life and drop are like out of frame, so I always try to like keep them in frame, but at this angle it's really hard for me to see my drop, so I apologize for that. So I think I'm at 5 extra cards now. 5 or 4. 3, 4, 4. Okay. Just need 3 more in there. And I forgot how I survived this. I forgot how I killed those 2. I think it was just Haze that I got rid of. But it would have been nice to have my Toa be able to do her ult. But at this point, since he keeps warping the stuff from the drop, there's actually no point. So him attacking it and making it lose its markers is actually fine. And wait, let's see, Toa, or not Toa, Poutine is a 3-drop, so that Haze in my hand is actually useless. So him attacking my Unison with nothing in my drop to actually play, fine with me. I feel like if he actually attacked my leader, I probably would have lost this game. But I'm attacking the Unison.
Hello, Jimbo. I'm back.
Hello, I missed you.
I missed you too. Sorry about that, guys. Just had to take a quick phone call. But where are we at?
You left him alone with me.
Oh, that's fine. At least we're not leaving you alone with Dennis.
Okay. No, I was just saying like how whenever we record, I notice like the leaders are out of frame, the drop, the life, they're all out of frame.
But
I try to keep it.
Finally, kinda.
Well, my life is like out of frame. I have no idea how much life I'm at. But I also mentioned how my warp is also out of frame apparently. I also mentioned how with him warping everything for my drop, like battle card wise, my Toa's ult is useless. So him swinging at the Unison isn't really hurting me in the end. If he had just swung at my leader, I probably would have lost this game.
Well, because I was gonna say at that rate, I'm like, I always wonder, because you get benefits from swinging at the leader while you have Toa on the field. So at the rate that he was going, I figured that he had, because is he awakened? I can't even tell. I don't know what the awakened sign is.
He is awakened, yes.
Because that's what I was gonna say was at his rate in the game, I feel like he should have just pushed at your lead. Because then, like how you even said, like at some points of the game, like I know when I play against you, I go early on taking out your Unison. But well, because now you play the free play counter attacks and stuff like that, so I have every right to do that. But
the
Shadow Dragon Ball or something like that.
What? The counter attack one?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Keep going, Jim.
That's in the opposition, the black one?
No, not that one. I'm talking about like the 1-drop counter attack that you can play for free if you have a Unison. That, like, warps 15k or less.
Oh, okay. Ultimate minus power ball.
Yeah, that thing.
Oh, okay, dude. We just went over this at the beginning of the video. I don't read things.
It's your own card.
Exactly. I don't read. If I had read, I would have known what my Toa used.
Hold on, I was gonna say, for this deck, are you playing Kai Secret Referent, or what are you playing?
I'm playing the. I'm playing the yellow-black Shadow Dragon.
Oh,
Secret.
the blocker guy.
Yeah, that dude. That thing's been in my hand, I think, since turn 1.
I was gonna say, do you use it this game?
Oh.
Wait. So that's my thing. Is like, why do you play it then, if you don't like often use it?
It's not that I couldn't use it. It's I was waiting for like to get the maximum value to use it, because I believe it is for I might be wrong. I think for each of your opponent's energy, you can rest a card.
Yes, I think that's how it works, and it's so I think it's good. It's good just like how the mirror is, because it says card, so you can rest their own energy if it's untapped. So that's why Joe won his game too, was when he played the mirror unison. I'm like, oh man, Joe, this is so good. You can rest 2 cards. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, you can rest any card. It doesn't matter what it is. Because Joe still knew, and I told him, like, yeah, you can just rest any card. And Xavier was like, yeah, Joe, like, just, you can tap anything. And Joe looks at Xavier's 2 energy. He's like, I prefer if you didn't tap my energy. But I think, like, this I think the meta, set 16 meta is going to be really interesting. The return of red is something that's going to be fun. I know I'm sorry about King Vegeta, but,
Oh, just really quick.
what's up?
I think either you or Xavier like looked at my board and said, "Hey, do you have a unison on board?" I'm like, "Yeah." Isn't that card free?
Oh no, I said that. I'm like, no, you can't play it for free. It was like way after the fact. I said that too. I'm like, did you tap an energy for that? He's like, yeah. You're like, yeah. I'm like, it's free, right?
And then I'm like, live and learn.
Well, no, you untap. I think you untap your energy.
Did I?
I think you do. Wait, let me see. Look, I think you read it or something.
Oh yeah, I'm reading it right now. I'm like,
Yeah.
just untap.
Oh, wait.
I'm sorry, my dog is wanting attention right now.
It's good. Rosie's a good girl.
Can you go lay down, please? I love you, but go lay down.
I know tonight I'm probably gonna be playing the U7 deck tonight for the tournament.
That'd be weird if you weren't.
Well, no, because there's so many other decks I want to try. Like U7, the Super Saiyan 3 Goku now is updated with the new blue cards. But I don't want to play that. There's the Trunks... Oh, excuse me. There's the Trunks Vegeta deck, which I really want to try. But at the same... Yellow is such a weird, like, fickle. Is because I feel like for yellow... I like the art. I like what some of the cards do. But when I think about how I do it, I'm like, Like, Joe likes control. Xavier likes control. I like playing battle cards, attacking with battle cards, and stuff like that.
I like bullshit decks.
No. That's not you. That's
What?
Aiden. Aiden likes bullshit decks. Aiden plays a bunch of alt WinCon decks.
Yeah, so do I.
No, you don't.
Sin is Mill.
This is Mill. What are the other ones?
Cooler is Mill.
You have Cooler assembled.
The Cooler is Mill.
Broly is not alternate WinCon.
Hand destruction, man.
That's not a WinCon.
That's a win con.
You don't win by not having a hand.
You might as well.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, you wanna do a Invoker versus Broly? Come on, let's do it.
No, honestly, once I get these new champ promos, I'll gladly do it because now I don't have to rely on top.
I'll make sure you never draw those cards.
Well, I want them in my drop.
I'll make sure you never see those cards.
See, that's another thing I'm so disappointed about is I thought there were more people entering in the regional this weekend from our group, but I think it's only me and Will. And I really want that U7 Android 17. I don't know, see, so the U7 Android 17, that it gives your leader Invoker. I think that's a great card, but I don't know how it's going to be utilized. Because, yes, an Invoker, hands down Invoker. That is essentially the replacement. It's not a replacement because I feel you're still going to want that Vegeta because it's a solid on-field body. But if you're like turn 2 or you're not seeing a Vegeta, I still think it's a great 4 of. Mainly because, A, it's a free 5k combo. You combo with it. You want it in your drop. You're going to have a drop full of extra cards anyway, so it's going to be stagnated at Sparking. It can get it Sparking 5 easy. And then, like, say you're in the late game, someone gets rid of your Vegeta somehow miraculously. You just do Android 17, and then what? They're good. What are they? Like, I think there was only one leader in the game or one card. Yeah, one leader in the game that naturally negated leader skills, which was Cell Surge, I think. But then you have the blue yellow hits. I think are the only other things that like unawakened leaders negate their skills. So
Yep.
like, and not many people play it. So I mean, I love the card. I mean, I love the fact that Aiden also has a box full of hit cards, and he calls it his hit box. I think that's just fucking great. It's a great, that's a funny idea.
I'm
But
gonna throw all Manaka at it.
right, the green Manaka that just KOs a hit. But I think it's gonna be a great card. I don't think it's gonna be meta defining. I think black support, the new black support, is going to help out a lot. I think Poutine's going to help Dark Empire decks. I think there's the Gravy Demon God is going to help out Dark Empire decks. I know Will was saying if he had the new blocker negates, it would have helped his deck.
Just really quick.
What's up?
See, he swung with that Vegeta into my Unison and comboed. Like, he should have just swung at my leader.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, he could have killed you.
The haze is gone. It's finally gone.
I was gonna say that's at that rate he was that rate he was probably just done with the fucking haze. But I'm wondering, yeah, because that I saw him play that Vegeta and I'm like, wait, he should have won with that because it's such a great card.
Also, I have like 9 cards in my hand. I mean, I don't remember like what I had in there, but see, he just swung with the Demigra into the Unison.
I guess at that point he just really did not like the Unison, because I remember he was saying that. I even asked him, because I'm like, at that late in the game I don't think it mattered for the Unison, because what was your life? It looks like you're at 2 life.
I think I'm at like 3 or 4 because I would have awakened.
But then isn't that Vegeta like a triple striker?
It's a double strike because I was at 4 markers, dropped it down to 2.
Oh, okay. But see, now also a way of thinking is he may have already knew you play the yellow Sin Shenron secret rare. So, and seeing you have 5 untapped, that is a fair assumption not to bait it out, because if he did swing at your leader, you'd have the opportunity to combo it. So that is technically, if he was I don't know what his way of thinking is. I do want to, because he's really chill. I do want to bring him on the channel one day, but with that, if he was thinking like that, that does make sense, because it's like, if you're gonna get rid of something, get rid of the Unison, because I don't know if you were gonna do it, but if he swung and you just dropped Sin right away, tapped everything else he had, that was it. He was done. He couldn't do anything. You could tap 4 of his things. You just tap the other 2 battle cards, say his leader and his energy, and he's done. So if that's his way of thinking, if that's what he was thinking, that makes sense. Because
okay, there we go. I finally awakened.
Well, and that's what I was gonna say too. I'm like, you weren't even awakened most of the time. I like the new Vegeta because the new Goku deck, because he awakens. I can awaken him turn 2, and that way people have the combo if they want to deal damage to me or anything, and make them use resources. But going back to this game, I feel like you have a very good way of putting up the defense. I don't think in this game, did you play any Oceanus?
I think so. I think I have 2 in my hand right now.
Because that's what I was gonna say. Like, I haven't even seen you drop an Oceanus yet.
Also, like, in this case, like, I'm stupid. I should have just swung at his leader and then hazed his, No, I should have swung at the Toa. No, wow, I'm stupid right now. I should have swung at the King Vegeta, because my leader gets plus 5k, that King Vegeta is only 19. Should have swung at the King Vegeta, hazed his Demigra, and made him combo to keep that King Vegeta. But my stupid ass swung at his Demigra with my leader, and then I hazed him.
Oh, oof.
So, my brain just like skipped.
No, I get you. We all make those mistakes. We all make those mistakes. Oh, I was gonna say, wait. So he gets an untapped step with the Vegeta too.
What?
He gets an untapped step with the Vegeta.
What do you mean?
The King Vegeta, like he's still on the field, is what I'm saying.
That thing has barrier.
Oh, does Haze ignore barrier?
No. So I should have just swung with my leader, attacking the King Vegeta.
Oh, I was like wondering like
Then,
why aren't you just gonna haze the Vegeta? But the Demigar is just as worse too.
yeah, and see, I'm asking how many cards. I think he had like 10 or 12 cards in his deck.
No, I think he had 9. If I remember
Maybe, yeah.
correctly, I think he had 9. But I remember this. I mean, I was because in this round I had a bye, so I was just watching.
Yeah, there's the secret in my hand that I've had since a long ass time.
I was gonna say, didn't you get it from Xavier when he got rid of his? Or no,
No,
you pulled it, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I have 2 Oceanus in hand.
Do you play 4 in this deck?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, do you see how much they are now too?
Weren't they like 50s?
I think they're like she's trending at like $30 or $28 right now. Let me see real quick.
Yeah,
That's see, everyone like.
I have 3 Oceanus in hand now. I just saw one that I added to my life.
I remember when that set first came out, like everyone ripped on it, saying the secret rare value was the only good value. But you look at it right now, you have secret rares, yes. The Son Goku Divine Presence is a $40 super rare now.
I could see it being like 25, 30, not $40.
Well, so now here's my thing. I can see it 25, 30. I do agree. It's a very good card. And that's why, like, when I originally had mine, I got rid of mine, I regretted it, and I wanted to pick them up again. So I picked them up again. Oceanus, another good card. She's at $22, $24. And then
I got mine for 8s.
I know, right? And then you go down, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta Thorian Dark Empire, $15 SPR, $13 super rare. Like Return of the Dragon Fist Goku, he's going up. He's at $16 now. And then you have Ultimate Essence Son Gohan, which is being used in U7 decks. The SPR finally is meeting it, getting its glory it needs. It's a $20 SPR.
Oh, also, just really quick, just 2 things. One, at this point in the game, I feel really safe. Like, I'm at 3 energy. I still have Spirit Boost. Like, I'm fine discarding a non-Shadow Dragon battle card so I don't get the recycle. But I forget to do the Oceanus recycle. Because I play there and I didn't look at the top card, so just saying that, just throwing that out there. But I have 2 more Oceanus in hand. Like, I'm like, I don't care what this man does.
Well, because you were safe. No matter what, you were safe.
Yeah, I also have the Shadow Dragon Ice Beam.
Oh, it's like their weird Nimbus, right?
Yeah, it's like you're milling 2 cards, and let's see, do I charge anything here? No, I do. Yeah, I definitely do. Do I? Or do I just say Spirit? Nah, I don't remember if I charge here.
I mean, at this rate,
no,
I don't think it hurts to charge. I think it's good just to have the extra energy up so you know you have the option for your secret. But at this...
no, I remember what I did. Sorry to interrupt you, but I was going to Spirit Boost the Flame Shot. Okay, just to get that Mill 2 out.
Mm-hmm.
And then... fuck, what was it? I'm trying to remember... whatever. Basically, I just wanted to, like, burn him to death, or mill him to death, like, as fast as possible, and I just had extra cards in my hands.
Mm-hmm.
Was this the kill turn?
It might be.
No, he had the masked out, the masked Saiyan, and the Demigra on board. I think I just pass. Do I pass?
And Oceanus has blocker too. I keep forgetting she has blocker. She's such a good floodgate. Like everyone ripped on her saying she was mediocre. Like I need to pick 2 more up. I gave Joe one because I thought he would like it in his Sin Shenron deck because it's a very good floodgate. And I just remember like everyone's like, oh, it mills for. How is that gonna matter? And I'm like, well, when you get down, that's what I was gonna say. I'm like, all right, if you think that way, just keep attacking me. It just drops another Oceanus. Oh, mill 8 cards if you want to attack now. Like, yeah, I'll do it. All right, and they just do a hard negate. They're like, okay, anything else? And like, okay, my turn. Hey, how many cards do you have left in your deck? 2? Okay, you lose.
Yeah, you just can't swing.
Exactly. So essentially, you can they can't swing. They can't super combo.
4, 5, 6, 7. He's at 7 cards.
In his deck.
Yeah. I think he plays a big board this turn. I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I just Oceanus him.
Because then he can't attack anymore.
Then he can attack one more time.
But then, like, you're out. How many life?
I think I'm at like 2 life or something.
So then at this rate, I was gonna say he just swings with that. You should just do Oceanus right off the bat. That's his only double striker. He can attack one more time, but then you have 2 blockers on the field. Technically 3. Wait, why 1?
Well, now my video might be like a little bit behind.
Oh yeah, because I'm at the point where he swung with Vegeta. You just play the second Oceanus.
I just went up 10 seconds. Okay, so see there, I did the Oceanus. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay. Now I have 2 blockers. Okay, there we go. Yeah, fine. Mm-hmm. I don't remember what he does. He may pass here.
I was gonna say there's not much he can do, is there?
No, there's not.
Because if he wants,
so he plays the Demigra, he'll get the draw. Also, he did mention that he probably killed himself more than I killed him, because all his cards, they're not options to draw.
So you have to draw.
Calls.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was doing my job for me, which I love.
He tapped 2, 4. What is he playing now? Oh, he's playing the Dominator, Devilish Dominator, or something like that.
I read it. I'm like, I don't care.
You don't remember what that one's called? It's the other Mass Saiyan.
I have no idea. I don't read cards. Apparently, I read cards because I was just reading it.
Oh, did it die again? Uh-oh. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
My microphone keeps dying. Hold on.
Oh.
The headset I'm using just keeps dying.
Nice one. Okay, so I charge because I'm killing him this turn, and I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, 6 cards in deck, and I'm like, yeah, I can do that. Let's see. So I swing at the King Vegeta, because I don't want to give him like card advantage or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, he only needs to draw 1 more card, right? And he loses.
He's at 6 cards in deck.
6 cards. Okay. So you just need to mill him at this rate.
Yeah. So that card is an auto mill 2, and then I spirit boosted that, so I tap 2 for the ice beam thing. That's another auto 2. And then Quake, it says up 2, so it doesn't matter. That's a mill 1, and Slaying Bullet, which is.
And you slayed him.
Yeah.
And you're proud of yourself, Jimbo?
Yes, always.
I mean, it's fun. It was definitely a fun game. I'm definitely gonna try and win tonight. I mean, hopefully don't play this deck again because I don't like playing against a grindy mill matchup. But hopefully we see more people tonight. I know we have been getting some new people. Will is one of the newer players at the store. But if you are in the Chicagoland area or Illinois and you're able to come out to Koalaty Games, we're over in the River Forest area of Illinois. Else, this is John and Jim from Locks TCG. Thanks for tuning into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.
Goodbye.